welcome to my video. It is your girl Ashley. So you guys obviously clicked on this video because you were really intrigued with the title of this video. As you can tell by the title, I am going to get a little bit more personal, open up a little bit more for you guys. I'm going to talk about the first time that I got cheated on. Back then, in my younger days, it was cheating to me. But now that I think about it, it really wasn't cheating. So this happened in 8th grade. In the 8th grade, how old was I? I want to say 12, 13. I was 12 getting ready to turn 13. So I was 13 when this happened, but I was 12 when 8th grade first started, and then I turned 13. So anyways, I was 13 when this happened. So I went to this charter school. And when 8th grade started, I had class. I had my homeroom, as they used to call it, with all my friends at the time. And I had class with this one girl. For the sake of her identity, I'm going to call her Brittany. So, I met Brittany the previous year in my 7th grade year through a mutual friend. We're going to call him Dave, okay? So, I met Brittany through Dave and in the 7th grade. And Brittany had a crush on my brother, but in all reality, she was trying to get to me. So, with that being said, in the 7th grade, I dated this boy for his identity. Let's go ahead and call him Bob, okay? So, at the time, I was dating Bob. You know how middle school relationships go. They're really not, how's the way to say this? Like, they're not serious, okay? So, I dated him, broke up with him, and then, okay, you guys are probably getting the wrong impression of me, like, whoa, wait, you dated him, broke up? Okay, so I broke up with him because I really didn't like him. He was cute and all, but I didn't like him. So then I dated this other boy. For the sake of his identity, let's call him Sean, okay? So I dated Sean, and that was kind of through the summer. I really didn't tell nobody I dated him because it was just a cute little puppy love relationship, okay? Then, in the 8th grade, I broke up with him. You guys are like, whoa, Ashley, what were you doing, you know? But I was young, I was stupid, okay? I wanted to explore people, so I did. So 8th grade comes, and a week or two before school starts, you go to the school, you meet your teacher, you get a list of all the people that are in your class, and I seen that Brittany was on the list, and I knew that Dave was on the list too. And I was just like, cool, like, this is gonna be cool. And, you know, I also have my other friends that I've already met in, like, I went there in my 5th grade year. So, through 5th, 6th, 7th, all that. So, I was just like, yes, like, this is about to be a good year. This is, like, in the 8th grade where I went to school, we kind of had, like, an 8th grade graduation. So, we were kind of like the seniors, of middle school. So, I kind of felt like a senior. I was just like, okay, this is going to be my year. Complete disaster, and I'm going to tell you why. So, Dave knew that Brittany had a crush on me while she liked my brother. So, she tried to go with my brother to get to me, if that makes sense. So, with that being said, Brittany started flirting with me, and where I went to middle school, you had to share a locker. So she was just like, hey, you want to share lockers? I said, cool, whatever. She was a complete mess. She was like the worst locker partner ever, because I have OCD. She was horrible. Like, I used to get on her case every other day to clean the locker. Like, because she had the top rack, and then, like, so it went the top rack, and then where you put your, like, book bag and coat, and then I had the bottom rack. My bottom rack was all cute. You know, we decorated the little mirror, the little side of the locker, blah, blah, blah. The top of her locker, oh my gosh, like, just, that still irks me to this day. Like, I was sitting here and be like, okay, let me tell a story time. And then I just got mad because she was dirty. Like, come on now. Anyways, so she wrote me a note. And she didn't sign it. She was just like, hey, you're pretty, blah, blah, blah. And in the 8th grade, so I started going through puberty the end of my 6th grade year, beginning of my 7th grade year. But it really kicked off the end of my 7th grade year. For women, you know what I'm talking about. For men, you guys are just like, what? Women, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I became a lady that day, okay? Let's just say that. So, I wasn't insecure back then, but I was like, I started hating things about me. Like, I hated that I looked ugly in my glasses. I hated it. I hated that I had a short haircut. Literally, in the 8th grade, you guys, my hair was this short. Your girl looked like a boy, okay? But for some odd reason, people still found me attractive. I don't know why. But okay, we just gonna keep moving along. So, I didn't know who the note was from. So I was just like, okay, like whatever. And I didn't respond because I didn't know who sent it. So she finally came to me like, hey, I like you. And at that time, I never really like had an aspect that I wanted to be with a girl. And I was just like, okay, you know, let me experiment. So this happened in October. So it was like 2 months after school started. So in those 2 months, they've been sending me notes. And I did not know who they were. So I was just like, okay, you're cute too, blah, blah, blah. At this point, like, at first it started off as an experiment. Because I'm just like, okay, like, who's to say, like, we're going to 2 different high schools. If this don't work, it's okay. So she asked me out in October. And then I was very self-conscious. Like, I didn't want nobody to know because I didn't want people to talk. So, I broke up with her the same day. Completely crushed her, okay? Then she started dating a mutual friend. For her identity, safety, we're going to call her Amber, okay? So, she started dating Amber, and they started dating from like the end of October to like mid-January, I want to say. And at this point, it was hard for me to be like, damn, okay, like, she's comfortable in her skin, and I broke up with her because I was scared, and now this other girl has something that I could possibly want, you know? So we went through Thanksgiving break, Christmas break, and then something happened between Brittany and Amber. And that's when Brittany came back to me. And at that point, seeing how Amber and Brittany were, I was just like, you know what? No, like I want Brittany. And at that point, I did not care if the whole school found out, if the teachers found out. At that point, I didn't care. So, we dated from January until the end of we dated until the beginning of my 9th grade year. But what happened was, okay, this is where it gets to when I got cheated on. So, in the 8th grade, like I said, we went to a charter school. So, you had to keep up certain grades. And Brittany at the time was kind of like, I wouldn't say she was failing, but like she needed a little bit of help. And Amber needed help too. I didn't need help. So, I didn't stay after school for tutoring. So, you guys are probably wondering like, okay, Ashley, where are you going with this? Like, okay, Brittany and Amber got tutoring. So, with that being said, I want to say tutoring was Wednesdays after school. Dang, I gotta go. Dang. Yeah, I want to say it was Wednesdays after school. So, and it was like, we got out of school at 3. So, it was probably like from like 4 to 6, something like that. All I know is it was after school. So, in the 8th grade, we have 4 teachers. So, we had your homeroom teacher, a math teacher, reading teacher, social studies teacher, and then your homeroom taught you science, which was weird, but hey, whatever. It was kind of weird. I wonder if it's still like that, but it was weird back then. So our reading teacher helped with the tutoring. So it was the tutor, which was our reading teacher, Amber and Brittany, and the tutor's daughter. So apparently Brittany took Amber's phone. And Amber was just like, give it back, blah, blah, blah. And Brittany was just like, no, what you gonna do, blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, if you don't give it back, I'm gonna kiss you. Now at this time, okay, Amber knew that me and Brittany dated. Or were dating, I should say. So, what happened, you guys? You guys can answer this question. They kissed. Now, Brittany told me that Amber did it. Amber tells me that Brittany did it. At this point, so, and this, I want to say, happened around spring break. So, it happened before spring break. So, we go on spring break, and you know, it's Easter time, and Brittany goes to Florida with her family. And at that time, like, I was crying. I'm just like, I'm gonna miss you, blah, blah, blah. And at this time, I was staying with my friend, because the next day she had a church thing, and I was just like, sure, like, I'll spend the night with you and everything. So after that, the next day was Easter. So I went to my grandmother's house for Easter. And at that time, I didn't have, like, the phone I have now. I had a small red flip phone. And I did not even have texting, okay? Because at that time, my mom didn't believe in texting. So she kept calling me and calling me and calling me. And I'm just like, why are you calling me? Like, you're in Florida. I'm with my grandmother. Like, and she left me a message. She was just, oh my gosh, I can't do this no more. Like, she was talking suicidal. And I was just like, okay. So I went into the other room, back room of my grandmother's house. And I called her. I was just like, what is wrong? And she would not tell me. So that night, she was just like, call me when you get home. So I called her that night. And she told me that Amber kissed her. And at that point, I was mad. Like, when I got back to school that Monday, I was more mad at Amber, right? So we get back to school that Monday. Apparently, Brittany kissed Amber. And I was just like, whoa, okay, so you lied to me. And so I broke up with her, okay? And I want to say we broke up, I want to say for like 2 weeks. And Brittany was trying her best to get me back. Like, she had her sister, her brother, her stepdad, everybody, like, trying to be like, take her back, take her back, take her back. Now, mind you, her sister at the time did not like Amber, okay? I don't know why, but they didn't like each other. And Brittany's sister really liked me at the time. So she was just like, come on, take my sister back. Like, she's sorry, it won't happen again, blah, blah, blah. If only that was the case. So I ended up taking her back, and our relationship was going good. We graduated from 8th grade, and then, you know, the summer came, and that summer I really spent time with my family. Like, I was going to concerts, family reunions, all that. So I really didn't see her. So she went to a different high school, and I went to my high school. And it was literally down the street from each other, but we didn't see each other most. But, like, some days I would walk down to her school, and, you know, we would meet in the library, all that. So it wasn't like we were that far from each other, but it was like what made it worse was that Brittany went to school with Amber. Okay, so it was, and they were there together. Like, they had classes together, they ate lunch together. So in my head, I was just like, you know, what is she doing? Like, while I'm here, what is she doing? You know, how do I know that she's being faithful? Now, in the 9th grade, anybody that watches this, if you're like fresh to high school and you're in 9th grade saying you're madly in love, you're not. Trust me. Because I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm madly in love with her. I want to marry her. You know, when same-sex marriage gets legal in Ohio where I live, I'm going to marry her, this and that. Guys, same-sex marriage became legal and I'm not married to her. So that should tell you something. Even though, you know, I'm in a relationship and, you know, she's doing her thing. I mean, sometimes things just don't work out. So, with that being said, I want to say this was like middle of 9th grade year. Somebody says that Amber and Brittany was caught kissing in the bathroom again. Okay, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. So I ended the relationship, and at this time I was talking to somebody else. So I kind of went with that somebody else. So yeah. But anyways, that was my first time getting cheated on. You guys are probably wondering, like, girl, that you did not get cheated on one little kiss. But I want to stress you, I was in the 8th grade. So when you are in the 8th grade, you know, I wouldn't say you take relationships seriously, but like the littlest things can mean cheating, you know. So anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure you give this a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Ashley. Please hit the subscribe button. I am going to keep uploading videos. You guys really liked my first vlog. I do have a mukbang coming for you, and I am going to vlog on Saturday, which is March 17th. It is St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to the parade in the state where I live, so make sure you watch out for that vlog. It's going to probably be uploaded either Monday or Sunday. But anyways, make sure you turn that bell on in the right corner. Comment if you want another story time. Let me know how you guys like this video. I hope that you guys get to know me a little bit more. I am going to open up to you a whole lot more. So expect more videos coming. Anyways, I love you guys. Be safe in Ohio where I live. It is March and it is still snowing. So if you guys have snow, be careful. If you guys are living in where it's sunshine, please go to the beach for me. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you next video.